So, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Welcome to Social X Business Presentation. My name is Dr. Bright Wiredu. I'm a medical doctor, medical director of Elixir Clinic. We are an aesthetic and beauty clinic, cosmetic clinic. We are based in Accra, and I have good news. Just yesterday, we picked an award. Okay, pick an award as the Best Beauty and Aesthetic Clinic of the Year at the fifth Ghana Medical and Diagnostics Excellence Award. So we are excited. Okay, so we are based in Accra, East Legon. I'm a board certified aesthetic physician and a member of American Academy of Aesthetic Medicine. Member of Canadian board. All right, so I am excited, and more importantly, I'm a proud associate of Social X, and I'm happy to join you today to take you through this presentation. So this presentation will be about a product which I'll talk about, which is an app, okay, that is designed for you. And the app has got an opportunity for you to use for your own benefit, as well as to make some business out of if you're interested, if you are the kind of person who likes to share your personal satisfaction when you use the product with other people. And there'll be a compensation plan which will be presented to you by a very remarkable gentleman I'll introduce later on. So guys, let's get started. I'm happy to have all of you here. So this opportunity is based on a strategic partnership between two companies who have a shared vision. Okay, that shared vision is to transform lives globally through neuroscience, technology, and opportunity. On my right is Mr. Jimpu. He is the CEO of a company called Solace Lifesciences. Solace Lifesciences is a tech company based in the US. They've been around for a long time, for 30 years. And they have a company called NuCalm. NuCalm developed a product called NuCalm, right? The company is NuCalm, product is NuCalm. And NuCalm is a remarkable product, but Solace Lifesciences, they are a tech company. What they do is science. They contract for the US government. They do very, very serious tech work. And therefore, they found a partner to do the marketing of NuCalm, okay? So this partnership occurred with Social X, led by Mr. Stewart on my left, who is the CEO and founder of Social X. Social X is a marketing company with over 10 years history, also an American company. Social X into wellness innovation. They had their own products, okay, that are basically nutritional supplements that are delivered to the body through the mouth through mist technology. They spray into your mouth, and the nutrients are made fine using nanotechnology. So nutrients get into all your tissues in 2 minutes. That was a product they were initially distributing in their market in 20 countries around the world: US, Mexico, Canada, other countries in Europe. And this partnership occurred early this year. So NuCalm, which is an app, okay, I'll tell you more about it, an app, was introduced or added to the Social X portfolio of products. Now, because NuCalm is a digital product and a product on your phone, it doesn't require you to ship it. It doesn't require warehousing. It doesn't require separate, inventory management in different countries. And therefore, Social X was able to launch NuCalm in 100 countries right out of the door simultaneously, creating instant digital delivery and limited scale for people around the world to be able to use this product. So this is based on the global infrastructure, compliance and security, powered by community growth and visionary leadership. So guys, never before has there been an opportunity like this where early movers can build the future. If you are seeing this today, my friends, you are part of the early movers. I was blessed with this opportunity on 7th of May this year, and I quickly signed on as soon as I saw what it was and the power of this product and how it will transform lives around the world. So what exactly is NuCalm? To learn about NuCalm, I want to play a short video, 2 minutes video, okay? So kindly indulge me.
What if you could simply change the channel on stress, worry, and anxiety, or flip the adrenaline switch in your brain anytime you needed? You can. We all can with NuCalm. NuCalm isn't a revolution, it's an evolution in the way we take care of ourselves. With over 3 decades of research and development, NuCalm's patented neuroacoustic software is clinically proven to create a physiological state change in your brain and body. With nothing more than your headphones and our mobile app, NuCalm gives you a suite of powerful tools that put the power of your brain in the palm of your hand. The human brain operates in a narrow band of frequency ranges, typically referred to as brainwaves. Each type of brainwave is associated with a different type of brain function. Throughout the day, your brain's frequency changes based on whether you're tired, anxious, nervous, excited, hungry, or anything in between. These frequency changes are normal, but not normally under our control, often forcing us to fight against our brain to achieve our goals, with a wide variety of detrimental side effects. That's where NuCalm comes in. NuCalm's patented neuroacoustic software reliably and safely interacts with your brain to speed up or slow down your brainwave frequencies using nothing more than your headphones, like a tuning fork. Our clinically proven neuroscience gives you the power to change the channel on stress, poor sleep, or lack of focus, or to turn up the adrenaline when it's time to perform its best. Unlike typical stress apps, meditation, or binaural beat apps, NuCalm's journeys are engineered with the world's only patented, clinically proven neuroacoustic software designed to naturally guide your brain to different frequency states on demand. In fact, a single NuCalm journey contains nonlinear algorithms and dynamic frequencies that can exceed 2 gigabytes of data. Stop letting life determine your frequency and start working with your brain, not against it. NuCalm is the power of clinical neuroscience in the palm of your hand.
Exactly right. The power of clinical neuroscience in the palm of your hand, guys. That is what it is. The power of clinical neuroscience in the palm of your hand. I mean, this is remarkable. So let's talk about NuCalm. NuCalm isn't something that came out yesterday. NuCalm has traveled 36 years with clinical development. NuCalm's development took $52 million investment. NuCalm was awarded the first and only patent for balancing the autonomic nervous system. NuCalm started as an FDA Class 3 medical device, okay, an FDA Class 3 medical device that was designed for managing anxiety, depression, and insomnia. So NuCalm's development started in 1990, and in 2009, NuCalm was introduced to the market, okay, as an FDA Class 3 medical device that was cleared to manage anxiety, depression, and insomnia. Then 5 years ago, this product, that was a physical device, was translated into a $6,000 medical device. If you research what an FDA Class 3 device is, it's a device that must be used with a doctor's supervision. So NuCalm was initially used by doctors only, okay? And a lot of dental clinics were using NuCalm. You'll learn more about that. So if you go to search NuCalm, you can see the history goes all the way back. This is not something that came yesterday. Now, because NuCalm was made into an app, now everybody could use it, all right? So this new version of NuCalm, which is an app, now is available in 123 countries. Guys, this is the first time that there has been such a product that came as a physical device led by the US FDA, okay? And then later on became an app. There's currently no competition in the industry, okay? And they can get NuCalm through XosialX, not from the company directly, through XosialX at 23% lower. No need for shipping, no inventory. Somebody pays for the app right now. They go to the App Store on the Apple or Android, and they instantly download their product and start experiencing it. No need to wait 5 days, 7 days, 14 days for shipping. This is exciting, and therefore people really get the value. Why NuCalm? Guys, why exactly did one engage NuCalm? I'll tell you why. Because the world is running on empty. Stress and poor have become a pandemic. I mean, it's a pandemic right now, okay? And 37% of adults report worldwide stress. 3 in 5 people cannot sleep. This poor sleep and stress has created an $8.8 trillion loss in global productivity annually every year. There's so much going on in this world. Okay, you have war, talks of war. Every now and then there's something happening somewhere, impacting business and supply chains. You have economic uncertainty.
So let's allow some few minutes. He'll be back right now. I think his line is a bit frozen, but he's going to be back and he will continue, and then I will return to continue the rest of the project. So far, those of you who have been on the call before so he will be back. No problem at all. Let me share the screen, just in case. So for those of you who have been on the call so far, obviously there are some incredible things that you are experiencing here. So just let us know what you are enjoying so far, because we have an incredible program, an incredible program that we are discussing. And once you come to experience, and he's going to demonstrate the experience of NuCalm. Once you come to experience the power of this NuCalm, once you come to experience it, when I say experience it, I mean use it. Get it into your brain, because your brain is listening to frequencies right now. And as long as your brain is listening to frequencies, your brain will get what it needs. Right now that I'm speaking to you, I'm sending you signals. You see, you hear my voice. That voice is a signal. It's in a neutral state. Suppose I speak negative, your body will react to that negativity. That is why it's not every doctor who is supposed to deliver news about death. Okay? Because when that person is delivering news about death, other people are going to receive a negative signal, and the body will react to a negative signal the same way the body will react to a positive signal. Dr. Bright, I'm sure you are back here. Okay. And that signal that the body receives, that signal is going to let the body get sick or not. So sometimes when the doctor says you have HIV, the stress level your body will go through alone is more dangerous than the HIV itself that you get. And so when you're able to handle that stress, that is more powerful, and that will handle most of the issues that the person is potentially having. Good. I think Dr. Bright is back.
Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. They switched my power, and my Starlink got cut off, but I'm back on. Thank you. Right. Prof, thank you for stepping in. So guys, because of all these things, there's so much stress in the system. But you know what? Before people can perform better, they need to feel better, right? Now, stress doesn't just stay in your mind. Stress shows up throughout the body. Just recently, I was at a meeting and people were talking about the new MPs who are in power and other people who are in high levels in ministry. And there was someone saying that their hair, one MP he's growing, he's aging so fast. I said, yes, because of the stress levels. Some of you have realized that when some people are put in serious level positions, managerial positions, after 6-8 months, they start looking so aged. It's the stress. Okay. I am a cosmetic doctor. Clients come to me. They say, Dr. Bright, I have hollowness under my eye. And I ask them, Madam, how is your sleep? I can't sleep. I barely get 3 hours. I say, no, it's lack of sleep. You are stressed. Let's manage your stress levels before we start putting things under your eye, because I don't want you to start looking awkward. Okay, how else does stress show up? In the heart, in the cardiovascular system, high stress leads to high blood pressure, inflammation, increasing cardiovascular risk for things like strokes and heart attacks. Okay, stress impairs immune function. You just Google stress and immune function, you can see it. And people who tend to be highly stressed have a higher risk of getting things like cancers. Okay, you have metabolic disorders. Stress shows up in infertility. Just Google causes of infertility. Stress, it can be as high as 30%. Okay, so stress, some couples are just stressed. Because of stress, they can't conceive because too much stress. So sometimes we underestimate the impact of chronic stress and poor sleep. But these two are some of the most important overlooked drivers of chronic long-term health decline. For some people, if they could just manage their stress and sleep better, most of their health problems will be well regulated. All right. So that's why NuCalm is here. NuCalm is addressing these two issues. Now, guys, listen, for you to have business, You must have a unique value proposition. Now, whatever it is that is being sold must address a problem. If there's no problem you address, then there's no business, there's no product. And NuCalm is addressing these two problems, which makes it a very powerful product to have. Like I told you before, NuCalm has come from a 36-year, trekking. 52-member medical advisory board, has been used in over 2.7 million surgical procedures. NuCalm is used by 78 professional sports teams, approved by Health Canada, used by the US military, used by the FBI, is certified for use in sport, used by Veterans Affairs, the US Veterans Affairs, for managing veterans, as part of their mental health and wellness programs. And there are very, very important collaborations with people like Tony Robbins. For those of you who were on the call earlier, you saw the video, Mark Victor Hansen, the author of this book, Chicken Soup for the Soul. He is a multi-millionaire. Tony Robbins is Google, if you know him, Google Tony Robbins right now. Tony Robbins is worth at least $600 million US to $1 billion. He is a partner of the company. He's a collaborator. And guess what? He is on the app as well. Beautiful, right? Exciting. So, ladies and gentlemen, NuCalm has got descending industry success. It's used by the military, defense, law enforcement, professional sports teams, medical professionals. NuCalm is approved, endorsed, and used by other professional institutions and bodies. Okay, for example, FedEx. You just Google NuCalm in aviation. Pilots are using NuCalm, okay, as part of, staying alert, as part of their job. I mean, it's just exciting. Okay, now, NuCalm took several years of study. So exactly how does it work? Let me wrap it up for you. Okay, NuCalm basically, okay, the human brain has got brain waves. If you know about EEG, where they put electrodes on the head, you can see the human brain waves. If you understand from physics, anytime there's wave, there's always frequency, okay? So your brain has got frequency, brain wave frequency. And if you are new to this, just Google human brain frequencies. You see that there are normal brain frequencies that correspond with different mental states. So if you have a particular frequency, okay, you are in a particular mental state. So you can be more alert, sleepy, more, awake or relaxed, okay, or calm, okay? So what NuCalm does is that NuCalm uses neuroacoustic science, using sound to send signals to your brain to put it or tune the brain, okay, to tune the brain to a particular frequency that you want to experience. So this time around, you're not letting your brain just behave anyhow it wants to behave. You are controlling how your brain is behaving, okay? So not to bore you too much science, okay, but example, if you are in the beta state, okay, you are awake, you are normal, you are alert, you are conscious. If you are in the alpha state, you are physically and mentally relaxed. If you're in the delta state, you are deep, you are asleep. That means you're not dreaming. If you're in the theta state, you have reduced consciousness, deep sleep meditation. Here you have deep REM sleep. Gamma states, you are, so there are different particular states. If you just Google this one, you see it. So that's what NuCalm is doing, okay? So what exactly is NuCalm? NuCalm is an app on the phone, okay, that you can download once you pay for it at the App Store. And the NuCalm has different programs for different activities. So there's Rescue, Deeper Sleep Plus, Deeper Sleep, Power Nap, and other programs that I'll take you through, all right? One of the things I love about NuCalm app is that NuCalm has got something called the stress test. The stress test, okay? Now, hear the truth. Measure your stress in 35 seconds. Do you know that your voice, okay, can determine if you are stressed? There's a technology that enables the app to determine your stress level by listening to your vocal stress patterns. And to show you this, I will simply demonstrate. Now, today is my surgery day. Today is Sunday. I had surgery to do, so I've been here. Yesterday, we went for awards. We stayed up all night late. We had to celebrate. I told you we had awards, okay? So we took the best beauty and aesthetic clinic of the year, 2026, just yesterday. So we are thankful to God. And so a little bit of partying. Woke up early this morning. I was up by 5. Surgery started at 7. We've been here. Went to check on the client before I came to start the presentation. Okay, but I actually had a sleep. I took a power nap because surgery can be stressful. 6 hours surgery is not easy. Thank you so much, Prof. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. So let me show the app. Okay, I want to show you the app. Hold on. Let me share my screen with you first. Give me a minute. And I'll show you the app and I'll perform a live stress test for you to see. I believe the best way to show it to you, okay? So I'm trying to get my phone to open the app on my phone, okay? All right. So what I love about NuCalm is that I love so many things. One thing I like about NuCalm is that NuCalm enables us to actually objectively measure our stress level. It's not about how you feel, what you think. I can actually measure my stress level and then I manage my stress levels, okay? Okay, right. So here, I'm going to do a live demonstration to show you. Hold on, I'm trying to open my, okay, okay, all right, NuCalm. Great. So this is the app, right? This is my phone screen. So this is the app. So here you can see how can NuCalm help you today? Lower stress, deep sleep, increase focus, elevate energy, right? So there's rescue. I'll talk about all these things. There is rescue. If you want to have immediate stress relief, you listen to rescue. Okay, within 8 to 10 minutes, it will calm your stress. It will lower your anxiety. Okay, but let me go to stress test. And I'm telling you that at our clinic, Elixir Clinic, anybody who comes in for the first time, we do psychosocial assessment to try and find out the kind of clients we are dealing with. Some clients are grieving, they are going through situations, some are going through divorces, and they are trying to use the beauty treatment as a distraction. If we have clients like that, nothing will make them happy. So it doesn't matter. I can give them the best face work, the best liposuction, the best BBL, the best skin treatment. They will fight with you because they're not happy. It's not because of the work. It's the problem they have, the private issue. So we dive deep, and some of our clients, we send them to go and see a psychiatrist or psychologist to help them go through the process. So we were already doing psychosocial screening for our clients, okay? And now we introduce the stress testing. So as part of our psychosocial screening, Elixir Clinic officially will do a stress test. And the clients are quite impressed. I mean, they've not gone to any hospital where they say, talk for 35 seconds, tell us about your day. And as they talk, we assess and measure their stress levels. And so it also helps us say, Madam, I think, because we used to ask them, rate your stress for us. Now we don't have to ask you to rate it. We will know with this stress test, which is a beautiful add-on for the clinic. I'm excited about it. Okay. So let me show you the stress test. Right, so my last two stress tests I did. Okay, so basically talk to the app for 35 seconds and it will measure your stress score for you. So let's go. All right. Okay, so I find it very exciting that we have this tool available for us at Elixir Clinic. And for me, I use this as an objective way to measure my stress. And once the stress score comes down, okay, and I see that I'm not balanced, I quickly balance my stress. I do the rescue, I do power nap, I sleep every night to the deepest sleep class. And then I also have a fitness tracker, okay, which I wear, which tracks my sleep and tells me how well I'm sleeping or how poor I'm sleeping. So I'm very excited about this particular app and the benefits it has. And I believe that NuCalm is going to be a very important tool for people to manage their stress levels and their sleep. And so I have no doubt at all in my mind that this is going to be a hit in the next coming years as NuCalm becomes, known. Now, if you are here, understand that you are part of the first few people who are hearing about it. This app is available for download in 123 countries. And there's a wonderful opportunity that can create serious business, okay? So here, my stress score is around 60. This is interesting. All right. So some high stress is okay. I'm expecting it because I've been up for a while. But it seems like my thing is on the more far right. Okay, I'll retake it and I'll show you later on. But that is the stress score. Okay, I'm not surprised because I've had surgery today. Okay, so always when I have surgery, I get stressed. I have stress because I have to wake up very early, come in when you're operating. You yourself, you are being careful that there's no issue. You are thinking about complications, so it puts you in a high stress state, which is okay. Okay, so there are that wonderful things on the app that you can see. There's Ignite, okay, there's priming. Let me show you something. Let's go to priming, okay? So when you go to priming, you can see my screen. You have very important voices. See here, there's priming with Tony Robbins, okay? There's for those who love meditation, you want to meditate, okay? There's Roger Love, okay? Mindset. There's money mindset where you do affirmation exercises. Then there's voice training too. Okay, you have voice training here with Roger Love. You need to learn how to train your voice to speak with confidence and command authority. Okay, There are so many important things here. Okay, that's gratitude, to practice gratitude. Okay, so there are so many important things here. Aside the stress relieving, there are important things that you can experience for yourself. Okay, to help you manage so many things. Okay, so I'll switch now back to my computer, and then I will share with you other things. Okay, on the app. All right, great. Okay, so I'm back here. So let's take it. So we have 8 journeys on NuCalm, 8 programs, 8 neuroacoustic programs you can listen to for different purposes. Okay. One of the things you have is rescue and power nap. This dials your brain, it puts your brain inside the foreheads here. Power nap and rescue puts you at the foreheads. Sorry, hold on, give me a minute. Puts you, oh, a minute, sorry, apologies. Puts you in a 4 to 7 hertz, okay, and then here you resolve your stress in 4 to 8 minutes. So basically send signals to dial your frequency down. And then a study done in Harvard said that 20 minutes of NuCalm was equivalent to 2 hours of deep restorative sleep. All right, so here we have other things, other states. You have deeper sleep and deeper sleep plus. You are in 0.5 hertz, 0.5 hertz. At the dials you slow down, you are in a delta state where you can have deep quality sleep. Here you play through a Bluetooth speaker by your bedside. Then you have the flow or the focus. Focus puts you at 15 to 20 hertz. Here you are able to focus and do serious work. Okay. And then you have what we call the ignite. Ignite puts you at 38 to 41 hertz. Here you are fully alert. Your mind is calibrated to function at the peak. Now here you have some serious physical activity you're going to do. Let me repeat, you have some serious physical activity. Whether you're going to play tennis, you're going to play golf, you're going to run as an athlete, or you are in the military, you are going for an exercise, you are a fitness coach, you are going to perform a report, present something to a board, or you're going to perform in a bedroom, right, gentlemen? It can put you in the right mental state to really do the work. Sometimes the problem is not downstairs, the problem is upstairs. There's too much stress, anxiety, there's wahala. Your mind cannot even enjoy pleasures of life. So you just have to ignite yourself and you roar like a lion. Then we have things like the flow states where you are in the 8 to 12 hertz creative alpha states where you are thinking outside the box, your mental juices are flowing, you can tap into the universe and get inspiration to create new things. Then one of my favorite things I told you about is priming. Here you listen to very top-notch voice like Jim Quick, you have Roger Love, and then not the last on the list, but then you have Tony Robbins. Beautiful, beautiful, wonderful voice, deep, rich voice to listen to. And then they basically prime you up, get inspired to focus on your intentions in life, elevate your mental state so you can be in the right state, okay? And guys, look, mental health and stress are things that are serious. I'm telling you, people are going through a lot of things, and people are fighting silent battles. And if you can recommend something to them or use this for your own personal gain, friends, to be blessing yourself and blessing other people as well. There's something called the VT programs. VT programs here are basically like Rescue VT, Deeper Sleep Plus VT. These focus on a nerve in your body called the vagus nerve. You want to learn about this nerve. It's a very important nerve. It's the biggest cranial nerve. Nerves that come from the brain that control the body. This particular vagus nerve here is involved in so many functions, including heart rate regulation, breathing, digestion, mood and emotions, sleep quality, recovery, and resilience. Now, vagus nerve is so important that, let me show one of its functions in the digestion is that it is involved in the control of acid secretion. I'm sure most of you know that when you eat food, your stomach will produce acid, very, very, very harsh acid. That helps to digest food, activate enzymes, and then also digest bones and other things, right? Now, some people have a disbalance or an imbalance in their acid secretion, so that too much acid comes in and they tend to get things like peptic ulcer disease and other things, right? Now, for very, very severe peptic ulcer disease that doesn't respond to drugs, or in the past, part of the treatment for treating this severe issue, that peptic ulcer that perforates the intestines, the acid can perforate the intestines, the surgeons will go into the body and go and do vagotomy, remove part of the vagus nerve. You can understand. So the question is that if you had an app that could balance your nerves so that you have balance of your nervous system without something too much or too low. Would you like that? And imagine having this, so you don't have to take drugs, you don't have to take sleeping pills, you don't have to be taking things to manage different problems, but using neuroacoustic science. This is what this app is offering, and it's powerful. Guys, my personal experience, why did I partner with this? I mean, I've had so many wonderful benefits using this particular app, is that I have the way to manage my stress. Running an aesthetic clinic is a very stressful thing. And for me as a doctor, doctors sometimes don't take care of our health. Early this year, 2 young doctors died that I know. One was jogging, had a heart attack, died. Other one had high blood pressure, severe hypertension, bled in his brain, and he died. Now, recently, may they also rest in peace. We had somebody else who was in India who just lost. I mean, I know of people are going through depression, other things, and then, so this app, for me, is a go-to app. All right. This app now tells me that I'm stressed. It does things for me. And my personal experience using this app, I've had so many experiences. I don't want to bore you with it. Even if my sleep quality has improved. Okay. And it's just amazing. Amazing, amazing. But I don't want to share my experience. I want you to hear from at least one other voice aside my voice. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to open it. If you want to share your experience briefly within 1 minute, tell us your experience on NuCalm app. Can I get a volunteer, please, to just unmute yourself and tell us who you are, where you are, and tell us your experience briefly, 1 minute, please.
My name is Jeffrey. I'm calling in from London.
Beautiful.
This experience is so dear to my heart. So on the 23rd of July, I had my baby born boy. Such an amazing, amazing thing for me. But the experience in the delivery was what really got me. So normally during on my firstborn, we did epidural. My secondborn, we decided not to do any epidural or take any forms of painkillers or treatment because obviously we've done our research on the impacts. So I had my NuCalm on me. My wife had dilated about 3 centimeters. And something just occurred to me that look, she's going through all this pain. Why not give her a NuCalm? I had my headphones. I put it on. I told the nurse and the midwife to switch off the lights. We put on the NuCalm track. She started listening to it. But what I realized was that the process was much simpler. I mean, within an hour, she had dilated 9 centimeters. Although she was going through pain, she was able to deliver my baby boy with no epidural, no painkillers, no treatment. In fact, she didn't even use, I know, doctor, but you know this, gas and air. She didn't even use gas and air. She delivered the boy so smoothly. So after the baby was born, I asked her, I said, you never believed in NuCalm, but what do you think now? She said, it's amazing. She doesn't know if it's actually NuCalm, but she said the pregnancy was so manageable. And even the doctors and nurses, I mean, they were so surprised and they were asking more questions on NuCalm. So that is my testimony.
Awesome. Wow. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes. So can I get one more? Can I get one more person? One more person, please?
Yes, quickly. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Can I go on? Yes. Okay,
Yes,
mine
go
is
on.
just yes, very brief. You see, the truth is that for me, for a very long time, I've been having problem with a nervous system. So I've been dealing with so much stress, and it affected my blood pressure. So my blood pressure has been fluctuating, every now and then, and it became worse when I lost my mother, and I was becoming far older than my real age. And before then, I was far younger, looking far younger than my age. And then when I got to hear about, in fact, it got to a point where I had to myself walk into, okay, I forgot to even mention it. I was having a severe chest pain, back pain, waist pain, and severe headache, migraine. It was too much. So I went to different hospitals, and I personally went to at one point I went to a lab myself. I did the chest X-ray, I did ECG, I did liver and kidney function test, and I did H. pylori test. But the symptoms that I was having were pointing to ulcer, H. pylori, this. So we did all of that, and it happened that the ECG was normal, the heart size was normal from the X-ray results, then the liver and kidney were normal. So what was happening? Personally, I knew it was because of the stress, but there was no solution, nothing I could do. until I got to, know about this NuCalm. He said, the day I got to hear about NuCalm, I signed up, and 2 days later, I purchased it. Yeah, I just, okay, I think that was the same day I purchased it. Then I started using it. Then 2 days after, I noticed that the chest pain had disappeared, not even reduced, completely disappeared. And I even forgot to mention that I have gastritis. So the stomach lining, got inflamed. So, and I realized that, so which affected my even digestive system. I realized that my digestive system was becoming normal, and I was becoming very relaxed. I'm just trying to be brief because of the time. So I realized that, everything was just coming back to normal. So I wouldn't use the word I didn't believe in, because I believed it from the onset. I knew, the technology could work on me. I knew what was wrong with me, even though, so that's the end. In fact, I have more to say. Because of time, I will not be able to say more. So to be honest, as I speak to you, and I've used it for barely 1 week. Barely 1 week. And professionally, I'm an osteopath. So I'm also a medical practitioner. You see, so I don't
Wow.
know. I don't know. I can't speak much about this. It's marvelous. I must say that NuCalm is a game changer. Is a life changing app. Okay, so that's all I can see for now.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you sharing. And Jeffrey, congrats to you on your baby. I'm sure it was a pleasant journey for you.
Thank you so
Imagine the
much.
millions of women who would enjoy NuCalm, right? So I see we have people who want to share. I will try to wrap up. I'll get one more. There's Onyema's hand is up. Do you want to share your testimony with us quickly within 1 minute, please? Yes, you may have the floor. Is your hand up? Onyema's S10. Okay, if not, so guys, listen. I saw so many hands up, but I cannot call everyone, okay? You can type in your experience in the chat, okay? Now, you've seen this wonderful product. You've heard from people, okay? Now, there's a plan, okay? Now, let me show you something. We use products we love. We tell our friends about the products that we've used, right? Everybody does that. You had this new salon you went to. They were so professional. You love the way they styled your hair. Tell your girlfriends about it. There's a new restaurant you've gone to see. They have the best of steak, or their jollof rice is better than Nigerian rice or Ghana rice. You love it. You tell your friends about it, okay? You have this new wine gig or something, okay? A new service, a new internet service you like, or a new phone that gets launched, or a new China car you just bought, whatever it is. You want to recommend to your friends. Now, that's what we do naturally. Now, the marketing plan that SocialX is using for NuCalm, SocialX is opening NuCalm in 123 countries, okay? And their marketing plan is very simple. We're not going to spend money paying celebrities, influencers. We cannot spend money making billboards in 123 countries. It will be so expensive for us. We're not going to spend money branding different places and different airports and hotel walkways. SocialX said their own subscribers, their own customers who use the app and recommend it to other people, they're going to spend a portion of the revenue that was meant for marketing. The marketing budget will be paid back to their own customers, thereby sharing value and creating a community. Our own users become our own evangelists who talk about our products to other people. We reward them. So they've created an important, exciting structure, okay, and to take us through this. So guys, if you are here and all you want to do is use the app, there's a way to use the app for free, okay? The app is subscription based, but you can recommend a few friends who pay for the app and use it, and then you are paid some commissions for you to be able to afford your own app. If you are here and you are great at marketing and want to try marketing, this can become a great opportunity for you to make some income. Make as much as $6,000 plus a month going, okay? And it can become a serious business for those of us who would like to take this as, you want to make this your project. Build a base in 123 countries. There's a gentleman here that I respect so much and I admire. He is a professor of economics. He lectures at the University of Ghana Business School. He lectures. He lectures at Stellenbosch University, South Africa. He lectures Lancaster, Warwick in the UK. He has got a double PhD. He has a master's degree from MIT. He collaborates with so many institutions around. also into IT and artificial intelligence, ladies and gentlemen. And he is an important leader in the XosialX NuCalm project. He, within less than 90 days, actually 50 days, achieved the significant distinguished rank of 50K within 50 days. Guys, I take off my hat to him. I take off my lab coat to him. He is none than Professor Kweku Ohiniasari. Prof, you have the floor.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who may not know Dr. Bright, he's an incredible superstar in our industry. He is one of the incredible people I've ever worked with. Top medical director of Elixir Clinic. He's a champion when it comes to aesthetic medicine. He has MBA, he has MD. He's part of the from the University of Ghana. He has advanced training from the American Academy of Aesthetic Medicine. He is a member of the American Academy of Aesthetic Medicine. He has a global EMBA with the SIBS. So he's well-rounded in what he does. And he's in the hospital. He's been cutting people and adjusting them and, keeping them in the right shape. He's somebody I work with and I appreciate him. What I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to do is something phenomenal that can help you to make at least $2,000 easily every month. At least $10,000 easily every month. At least $100,000 every month. And I'm going to show you this. You see, we do business. I'm a professor of business, and we normally simulate and adjust and look at business propositions that come across the world. And when we see things like this, we don't joke with it. Now, for those of you who might not even know how to educate people about this, you don't need to educate people about this if you have not learned it. Bring the people to us. We do presentations every day. We will educate them about this for you. All you have to do is to know that we meet 6 p.m. GMT, and you bring your people to us and we will talk to them. Experience the NuCalm. Share your experience and be rewarded every single time. Ladies and gentlemen, some people who are in this industry, they will normally know the majority of people in the industry, they join companies where you have to do a lot of FDA approvals. You have to do a lot of inventory, warehouse, country manager, shipping. There's nothing like that. Okay, the product has no expiry date. The product has no overdose effect. There is no inventory cost. There is no shipping. Everything is instant delivery. There is a global reach, 123 countries across the world, and still growing. And this is something I can sit in my room and be doing it. And I've been doing that for almost 84 days or so. And it's just been incredible. I'm going to show you some evidences that will blow your mind into pieces. So how do you start? One subscription. Everything NuCalm has to offer is $42.49 every month, one subscription. Or you can go for the yearly pack, $458.91 every year. When you do the yearly package, you will get a 1 month. You will get approximately $51 for free. You don't pay for that. So the yearly pack is relatively cheaper. And now you have the opportunity to operate your project across over 120 countries in the world. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you get it and within 30 days you don't like it, you give it back to them, you collect your money back. That tells you how legit, how they have integrity of work. Okay. Now, the amount that a person can pay is less than, the cost of a daily coffee. And now you're going to get health. Health, the most precious commodity on earth, you get it. But you would also make an incredible income just using your mobile phone. Okay, so what is the first income? It is called first experience bonus. So once you've educated the person decides to also use the subscription and buy the NuCalm. If the person should purchase the $42.49, the monthly one, the company gives you $10 instantly. If the person should purchase the yearly package, which is $458.91, the company is going to pay you $100, instantly. This is simple, is clear, and is instant. This is the first income. This is not the main income. In fact, the first 3 I'm going to talk about are not the main incomes. They are bridge incomes, but the main income will come from the 4, 5, 6 going. The next income is when that person whom you have sponsored, when the person decides to renew the subsequent month. If the person renews the subsequent month, you are going to be paid, depending on how many number of people you have, you are going to be paid up to $10 monthly. And depending on how many number of people you have, if you are on the annual package, okay, you are going to be paid up to $100 per month. Again, these are the smaller incomes you get daily and monthly. But then the third income, that is where it gets interesting. You see, when you register your first person, you become manager 1. When you get your third person, you get manager 2. When you get a 7th person, you become manager 7. From there, you are in a very hot project. The next level is 5K. 5K means that the total purchases from you and the people you have sponsored, the total amount. Remember, if monthly, it means that each person is paying $42.49. You know that. When you put that together and it gets to $5,000, you are 5K. And then you can get to 25K, then 50K, then 100K, up to 500K. So these are the rank levels that you achieve. Now, what do you get when you get the first manager 3? That is when you have registered 3 people. Apart from your first experience bonuses you are getting, the company will pay you $50 when you get to manager 3. This is a bonus. Again, these are petty incomes to warm you up. When you become manager 7, the company will add another $200 to it. When you get to 5K, that is when your total purchases in dollars reaches $5,000, the company will give you $500, another bonus. When you get to 10K, the company will give you $1,000 in addition to that. When you get to 25, can you imagine I've collected all of this income and I'm still collecting? Okay. When you get to 25K, you get $2,500. When you get to 50K, you get $5,000. Okay. Now, because I was able to get to 25K and 50K in the same month, I'm collecting each one at the same time. In total, you can go all the way to 500K and you'll be making $50,000 on 500K. In total, you would have collected $89,250 on just rank advancement bonus. And please note, whilst you are collecting your income on the rank advancement bonus, you are also collecting your first experience bonus income. You are also collecting your member acquisition bonus income, all happening at the same time. Now let's go to the next income. It's called Worldwide Loyalty Bonus Pool. Now this is only for those who are 10K and above. You get 10% of the CV from all the global sales, from all the associates, all the customers. It goes into a pool. The global pool, even if you are not part of America, whatever Americans have generated, if you are not part of UK, whatever the British have generated, all of this go into a pool and you are given 1 share if you are 10K. If you have ranked up to 50K, where I am, you get 3 shares. This is crazy. And when you are 500K, you get 7 shares. As the number grows globally, and we just started, ladies and gentlemen, nobody in our setting, especially in Africa, nobody within our team globally, and we are leading the world, nobody is even 90 days old yet. Nobody is 90 days old yet. I should tell you the speed at which we are moving now. Now, sometimes a person will say, "Papa, I don't have the money. How am I going to be able to sustain my monthly subscription and be using the app and enjoying the health?" Well, here's a clue. You don't have to do much except to understand this simple game plan. All you have to do is to register 7 people on the annual package. 7. Of course, there are other approaches. You can do the monthly. But let's say you register 7 people on the annual package. You will make $950. That can take care of your 1.5 years of purchases without you taking money from your own pocket. That is how powerful it is. You have enough money to take care of your 18-month subscription. And some of us, we did this in 2 days. You can do that, based on your level. Okay, now let's look at the big incomes. Please, if you are ready, just type ready. I just want to show you something that is about to blow your mind. Now, because I use mathematical programming to be able to analyze businesses, I had to understand this from a business point of view. So what I'm about to show you would tell you why, even though I'm a professor in 4 universities, I decided to do this, because what you're about to see can blow your mind. There is something in the project which is, CV. CV simply means 21, number. The CV is equivalent to $42.49. So anytime somebody purchases $42.49 a month, the person has generated a CV, and you will earn $10 in the process. If it is the yearly, the CV is $200. Okay, if that one didn't sink in, don't worry. The income I'm about to describe is known as regenerating bonus, or the regenerating matrix. This matrix I'm about to show you, the income possibilities is over $1 million. But I want to start with a smaller number first. When you get into the board, you remember we said that when you register anybody, you are getting $10 immediately, first experience bonus. Okay. Now, whilst that one is paying you that income, that same persons are also generating the income I'm about to show you. The goal is for everybody in the company to get at least 3 people. 3 people. And then you just watch what happens. Now, imagine everybody that you bring is going to use their first month to get 3 people. That's it. They can go for more, but let's wait at least for the first month to get 3 people. When you get 3 people, that means that you have filled in your level 1. So your level 1 is what you see here, where you have been able to get your own 3 people. Now, the idea is for each of these 3 people to also use their first month. Now, they can do that in 1 month, in 1 day, or in 1 year. Okay, but I'm just using 1 month as an example. When they do that, that means your second level, you will have 9 people. Okay, now, even if these 3 people are not able to get anybody, once you get those people, they will still fall under them and the number will still increase. The people above you, okay, whoever they also sponsor, that number of people will also fall under those 3 people. So the spot will be filling. When your level 2 fills, that means you have filled 9 people. When each of the 9 is able to get their 3 each, you get 27 people. Now, the income that will start coming in will be slightly smaller. The power of compounding is the reason why billionaires are created. There are over 3,438 billionaires in the world. Every one of them understands the principle of compounding. The greatest people that make the world move, the businessmen and women, they are the movers and shakers of the world. They understand the principle of compounding. And compounding here means that once you have your first 3 people, you are just getting $1.2926. Once the 9 people come, you are now collecting $5.67. By the time the 27 people have gotten their 3 each, you now have 81 people. If they also get their 3 each, and assuming that everybody is doing that in their first month, that is crazy. Because when that continues, it means that by your 7 level, which you might say 7 months, by your 7th month, you are now collecting $4,592.7. When you add that together with all this, which is happening at the same time, you are making $6,000+ every month. To be honest, the amount is approximately $6,157 every month. Now, this can happen within 7 months, less than 7 months, or more than 7 months, depending on how you work. But again, that is a very good income. Wherever you are, making at least $6,000 every month is a very good income. But ladies and gentlemen, this is for a person who has just gotten 3 people. Just 3. You got your 3, and that you are here. Now, that is a person who is manager 3. Watch here. You see, so that manager 3 person is getting up to 11 levels deep. This system is a 3 by 20 levels. So you have 3, and each one goes 20 levels deep. When you get to manager 7, you are going 15 levels deep. And when I show you the incomes possibilities there, you will marvel. Okay, but I'll show that later on. Let me show you this. Suppose you get to manager 3. Like I said, you're just making $6,000+ potential income every single month. Now remember, you are earning this in addition to what I'm about to tell you as well. What if you decide to go to manager 5? That means you have just registered 5 people. Now, your people that are in your team, even if they decide to bring 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, you just become manager 5. You have the opportunity to make up to 11 levels deep. And that is a total income of over $200,000 monthly. Monthly. I'll show you something. That'll blow your mind. Even if you don't make that amount of income, $200,000 monthly, and you just fail and get half, okay, a quarter of that, just 25% is what you achieved. You are still making $50,000 a month. And that fraction of how well-built system can create extraordinary impact. Now, let me show you this. The reason why I like this Excel is partly because it tells me the possibilities. Okay, so imagine every single person is trying to get his 3. Of course, some will get more than 3, some will get less than 3, some will get nothing at all. It doesn't matter as long as this fills up. And imagine everybody is getting that 3 in their first month. That means that by the 7th month, okay, you'll be making $6,157 per month on just this regenerative matrix. And it also means that by the 10th month, okay, you'll be making $78,000. And that means that by the 12th month, you'll be making approximately $680,000 every month. Now, when you understand the nature of this game and how powerful this is, I'm telling you, you won't sleep. But that is not all of the income. You see, there's another income that took me my breath away when I got to know it. And that is known as the power of profit sharing position. Ladies and gentlemen, I've never seen this. And this is so powerful that it's been copyrighted in the United States 11 years ago. The system that you're about to see is so clean that no other company in our industry has ever created or seen something like this because it's copyrighted. Normally, when people join these kind of businesses, one of the things that they do is that because they want to make more money, they try to register their brother, their mother, their father, their uncles. Why? So that whatever they do, the company will pay them. You don't need to do this anymore. You see, the system works in such a way that once, and listen here because this is profound. This is called profit sharing position. We call it clones. Here you are. Once you get your first person registered, okay, your goal is to get 3 people registered, like I said. So you get your first person on board like this, second on board, and third on board. Now, if they choose to get people, fine. But let's assume that they don't even register their people yet. You understand the game and you understand the power of the future. So you brought the 4th person here. But before the 4th person was brought here, the company will create a clone, a profit sharing position for you. Watch this. Okay. So now you get your 1st, 2nd, 3rd person. Your 4th person comes in, but the company creates a clone of yourself for you. That goes under this lady. When the next person comes in, the company creates another clone for you before the 5th person is added to the system. When you get to your 6th person, before the 6th person, the company creates another clone. What is that clone? The clone is like a ghost profit sharing position that a company drops into the team. If your rank here is 50K, each of those clones will also be 50K. Everything that happens under the clone, the company is going to pay you. It's incredible. So imagine that you've gotten all of these clones popping in. Look at the clones, okay? Each one popping in there. You are going to have, your pay here and then a double pay there. Now, you can have a double pay because each of your clone would have also gotten clones under the clones. And so you have a stack of clones there. So you're not only being paid on your clones. Let me just give you an example of the power of this clone system. Now, right now, you have registered, let's say, as you can see here, you registered 9 people, 12 people. The people you registered are your first 3 here. They are in your level 1. And then you've also registered 9 people here. They are in your level 2. Well, ordinarily, they would have been in your level 2, but because of your clones have taken this level 2. And so these people down here are in your level 3. Your clones are in your level 2. So how many clones do you have now? Now you have 9 clones, okay? Now these 9 clones will bear the same name as you. Every single week, you are going to be paid on each of those clones. Now, let me share something with you. Ladies and gentlemen, imagine that you have reached your level 10, okay? I'm about to show you something. Imagine that you have reached your level 10. And as a level 10, you are collecting this kind of income, okay? Level 10 means you are collecting, okay, let's say you are in level 12, level 12. Level 12 means you are collecting $680,000, okay? And as at that level 12, imagine that your 9 clones are 2 levels below you, okay? So it means that your 9 clones will each be at level 10, whilst you are in level 12. And that means that your 9 clones, if they've all filled in like you, you'll be collecting $78,000 on each of your clones. And your clones are 9. So you multiply that by 9, that is $707,000. Now, it's not going to happen immediately, but when you see the power of the potential and the speed at which we are growing, that tells you how powerful these clone systems are. Do you know what this means? What it means is that when you come into the company, don't stay idle. Keep registering more people beyond your 3, because you'll be generating clones, and these clones are going to become your future, your asset, your legacy that you are going to leave with your children and your children's children. Ladies and gentlemen, wisdom is the ability to see what is obvious, even when it is a secret in the world. The reason why many people don't do well in life is not because life is not good. The company, by the way, pays you every week in a week pay period, and that income is given to you. But when you are going to be paid, please note that once you join and you register people, the work you do is paid 2 weeks later. It's not paid immediately. You will see it immediately in your system, but the pay actually hit your bank account in 2 weeks later. And you set up your bank account and attach it to your iPay wallet. You will get lives that you will touch, but more importantly, you will touch many lives and you will also make income. The world is already moving in a direction of AI. The world is moving in a digital atmosphere. Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about a digital nutrition never seen before in the history of the world. It's a hospital right in your palm. One product distributed worldwide only on a mobile app. And you know what is so interesting? Many people are becoming health conscious. Many people are prioritizing their mind, their body, their emotional well-being. Consumers are now being influenced by the social media, by the information superhighway. That is why Netflix is doing billions and billions of dollars in revenue. That is why Prime Video and Disney are doing billions, because everything is online. Technology is enabling more people to have success. AI, automation, mobile technology is creating leverage like never before in the history of the world. That is why I know this digital nutrition is going to go to the atmosphere of the world. Sometimes we wait. We want to see how it is because of fear. Fear is just an acronym. It stands for false evidence appearing real. Whilst you wait, others are jumping in. We are talking about doctors upon doctors. We are talking about 2.7 million surgeries have already been done before today. This thing has started being used 2009 already, before we got to know 3 months ago. It's been endorsed by several parastatals, the FBI. So we are in a momentum. We are moving at the speed of light, 123 countries, and it's flying. This is something that is not going to wait, because health is the most precious commodity that we have. So it's about time that we change our frequency so that we can change our life. It's about time to use this clinically proven neuroscience, technology to be able to have that peak performance and total balance that we need. We just handed you a key to a precious door. The door has been opened, but behind are the bills to pay. Ladies and gentlemen, I say that people have to survive. Some people, on Monday morning, the heart attack rate rises by 35%. People are going to jobs they don't like. And now you have the opportunity to arrest the old dreams and open the door into that paradisic atmosphere. It is health we are talking about. It is wealth we are talking about. Look at your life right now. The dreams we used to have. When we were children, we used to have big dreams. When I grow up, I want to be that. I want to be that. Today, you see people who are doctors, who are pilots, who are engineers, but life isn't exactly as we thought it was going to be. Some people go to school, have more degrees, thinking that that is going to take their life better. It's not true. Sometimes we learn unnecessary things even. Tan theta, cos theta, pi r squared, the pass of a grasshopper. Things you don't even use in real life, and many still will join unemployed graduate association. Ladies and gentlemen, no matter how okay you are in life, no matter how successful you may be, have this on the side. Dig your well before you are thirsty. Dark times can happen. Dark moment can hit you so hard. Okay, I was in a hospital, UGMC, and then I could see somebody, all that a person needed was to pay 22,000 to be able to clear him. The man said, I don't have the money. And within a few hours, the person died. Health is the most precious commodity. So have this. Have this in addition to whatever you are doing. The job is good. The business you're doing is wonderful. Have this on the side. This will reward you fantastically. You are standing at the threshold of your promised land. You are 3 feet down your gold. You are standing on your acre of diamonds, ladies and gentlemen. And please note that with or without you, this is going to grow. We have over hundreds and thousands of doctors already in this. This is going to grow because it is health that we are talking about. I have found out that nothing in life is worth it unless you take a risk. Yeah, you will lose. There's a professor I have in France. He says those who take risks make 2 mistakes. Those who don't take risks also make 2 mistakes. So what will you do? You just give it a shot. Okay. Nothing in life is worth it unless you take a risk. You will lose at some point in life. Okay, you bleed. But the people you meet, the chances you take, the faith you have, that is what is going to take you. A woman goes through 9 months of pregnancy. It's not because it's fun. No. On the day of delivery, the child can die. The woman can die. And yet women continue to give birth. Why? You got to take chances. You got to try. Even if you fail, God took a chance on Adam and failed. God took another chance on the second Adam and he won. You got to take chances. And that is why some people, they don't move in life because they're afraid to go where angels fear to tread. Do this. In just a period of almost 3 months now, ladies and gentlemen, I have made income that I don't even make in my own salary. I don't make even a monthly my own salary. Okay. And Dr. Bride, I was telling him, I feel it in me for the first time that millionaires will be created here, Doc. Millionaires will be created here. And that is why every single person here will have to take this very seriously. Back to you, Dr. Bride.
Wow, awesome presentation, Prof. Thank you so much. I applaud you. Thank you, guys. And Prof, I think we should mention that there are so many people who have achieved the rank of 10K now, right?
Yeah.
It's going so fast. So guys, you've heard it all. What more can I say? Okay, all I can say is that today can be the first day of the rest of your life. I have been in this industry. Prof and I have done this before. So aside doing working as a doctor, I also do marketing. You heard him say I have a few qualifications around, right? So for me, as a medical doctor, as a surgeon, I don't have the time to engage in some other enterprises that require too much of my time because my practice demands a lot of time and attention. So for me, I like to leverage in places where systems have been designed for me to do some work and get paid repeatedly. I understand that for me to make a lot of money, I need to be able to scale and build my clinic. But my practice is not something you can put branches all over the place. You start getting complications because when a lot of people now come inside, you can't control what others will do. So I learned this very early on as a medical doctor, that I need to engage opportunities that I can work with other people to do the same thing massively. So in my first enterprise, by God's grace, I saw this about 10 years ago, and that's when I made my first $1 million. So by God's grace, we've done quite well for ourselves. And so when I was approached with this opportunity and I looked at the people who are involved, Tony Robbins, a product used by the FBI, look at it. And when I saw it, it was just launching globally. 123 countries, India, China, Pakistan, Philippines. I'm mentioning Asia, Southeast Asia, Thailand, Hong Kong, Vietnam. Now let's come back to Africa. Nigeria, South Africa, Ghana, Cote d'Ivoire. Name them. So many countries. Go to Europe, Iceland, Bulgaria. I mean, I could mention all the countries, and I've never come across an opportunity where it was opened with 123 countries, and people from around the world, including Africa, can come on board early and become top leaders. As I speak to you, our
Under
own
90 days.
Our own Prof. KOA is the fastest rising person with this NuCalm opportunity worldwide. The highest ranked
In
person in
Belgium,
NuCalm opportunity. So, guys, this is wonderful. Okay. I know Bernard. I have Bernard. Bernard is from Belgium. Bernard, right? Bernard, are you on the call? Before I wrap up, I want to say something to us. You have over 40 years experience in this industry. Bernard, can you hear me? I'll be happy if you can say a few words before we go. Yes, Bernard, are you there? If you can unmute yourself, kindly do so. And so, whilst I wait for Bernard, let me say today will be the first day of the rest of your life. Bernard, yes, Bernard. Bernard, please speak.
Yeah.
Have the floor.
The video don't work, but okay.
Oh, that's unfortunate. We will listen to you all the same.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Good, yes, we can see you. Good. Hello, everybody in the world. Because now we don't speak of countries, because we are of a world of network marketing. That you live in Ghana, Belgium, Thailand, USA, or in any country that you can imagine, that you can find, that is open. When you do your inscription, you have all the countries, they are open. Ukraine or Kazakhstan, the world is the place where we are. When you know people somewhere in the world, just contact these people, show him the video, explain, and you will see what go happen. It's really crazy. In 40 years, never I see something like this. Really, really, when you're there for the first time and you heard this for the first time, you win 40 years. You really win 40 years. Because 40 years ago, I did also network marketing, but it's only in Belgium. And when you want to work in another country, you need a new contract. Now you have a contract of the world. This is something. This is really something. Take profit of this when you're today there for the first time. Really, it's like a lottery. But you need to do the work and you need to contact the person that you bring in this business and ask him to explain how to do. When he cannot do, go to his person, because he is also contact with somebody. So, and when you're here, you can be every week in presentations and you will find the person that you need to develop this business. Good luck, everybody.
Thank you so much, Bernard. It's always an honor and a pleasure to listen to you. So, guys, today is going to be the first day of the rest of your life. Whatever decision you make with this opportunity is going to determine your outcome. Now, I don't think you are here by chance. I think you are here by divine design. So, guys, listen. Come next 2-3 years, okay? NuCalm will be everywhere. It will be an adjective, an adverb, a description. People will say, NuCalm myself. You hear the success stories of people who are now investing in their businesses, making so much money. You see people traveling around the world. We'll be in Belgium to see Bernard. We'll have NuCalm t-shirts. We'll be flying business class, first class. People will be buying their G-Wagons and Range Rovers. People will be building their businesses and factories, and they'll tell their stories, okay? You can be part of those people who share their stories. That I joined a business presentation. One doctor Bright, that day he had won an award and showed an award at his clinic. One professor spoke, and I joined the business. Or you can be the person that says that, you know what, I saw it very early. I saw it in 2026. So when it started, I didn't understand it. I didn't believe it. They didn't convince me. No, the door has been opened for you. It's up to you to walk through it. And I believe that if you are here, you understand asymmetric opportunity. All it takes is $42.49. 30 days money back guarantee. Use it for 30 days. You don't like this app, there's no value for you. Cancel it, no problem. But if you like it, go ahead and then engage it and share with your friends, and that's it for you. And this can create several. Imagine $50,000 a month, every single month, in the next 2-3 years. the impact it will make in your life and the lives of your families and friends around you. So guys, get in touch with the person who gave you this invitation and tell them I am ready to start now, right? And we look forward to seeing you all. Our next presentation will be tomorrow, Monday. We'll have a training at 6 p.m. We'll also train on how to build a business. Okay. And then after that, the next one will be on Wednesday. Wednesday will be joined by a founding associate of XosialX, Adam Levy from the USA. There'll be a presentation on Wednesday. So there's always something happening every day of the week. So don't be afraid. Okay. All right. So thank you so much, guys. We love you all. We appreciate you all. This month's theme is August Rush, because it's going to be a rush of success.
Oh, yes. This month is incredible.
I feel it in my bones.
Oh, yes, guys. This is the month everybody must rise.
From the way you are smiling, I know something is cooking. Okay, guys. So have a pleasant week. Wish you all the best.
I thought you were going to give us an opportunity to ask questions.
Typically, we like to let the people who invited you answer the questions for you, but we'll take one or two questions since you brought it up. Okay, all right. So you may ask your question.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, please go ahead, Madam Peggy.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity to ask question. Now, if I am coming in with the list package, can I upgrade later? That is my first question.
I would like to answer that one right away. Then you ask, yes, you can, because when you subscribe monthly, right, like you do Netflix or DSTV. So once you pay for this month, you renew the next month. So when your time is due to renew, you just upgrade to do an annual, and then you pay for the whole year. Okay.
Beautiful.
Yes. The next question, please.
No, I've answered the entire question I want to ask.
Hello.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Yes,
I
hello.
was asking for the French-speaking people, how can they access?
Beautiful. Prof, you want to take that?
How can the what?
The French-speaking people.
Oh, okay.
Je parle français. Moi, je parle français aussi.
You don't have a problem. We have a French-speaking group.
Yes.
Okay. We do French-speaking presentations, and we have several groups. So once you are registered, we'll add you to that group page. So once you register, let us, and we do have a weekly presentation for the French-speaking. We also have French recordings, recorded presentations already. That will give to you.
Participate individually. Quick question from my end. Is this compliance sustainable? Is it sustainable? Because the pay seems to be too juicy.
Yes, it is.
Let me tell you something. One of the things that Professor, you can Google it, Professor. He's a professor in economics. The first thing we did was that we modeled the comp plan. We are very experienced. We have over 10 years experience in this industry. So we modeled the comp plan, all right? And if you want to know how sustainable it is, and let me say here, okay, look, it's a business. It's like Netflix. You pay subscription, money comes to the company pays revenue, right? If you, Prof, can you go back to the slide where we see Power of Manager 5, Manager 3, Manager 3, yes, Manager 3. Just to show you something, okay? Take your calculator now, my brother.
Okay.
I want to show you something. And you understand that okay, good. Now here, if you do the sum of all these numbers, let's say it's about 3,000 people, okay, cumulatively. I'm adding level 1 all the way to level 7. Let's say 3,000. Let me just add it. So 2,187, okay, plus 7,029. I'll just add a few, then plus 243. Okay, let's say I have 3,000 plus 81 plus 27. I'll just do the math for you. Plus 9 plus 3. So that's 3,273 total people here. Are you with me?
I'm here, sir.
Good. So everybody is every month paying $42.49, right? So let's multiply $42.49. You are following the maths. So the revenue that has been generated, if you build this team, you bring 3 friends who introduce you 3. If you build this structure here, the total number of people will be about 3,000 plus. And then when they all do their subscription, $42.49, that generates, what's the number? What do you have? $139,000 revenue for the company. The company pays you $6,000. It is a digital product. A digital product has no marginal cost of manufacturing. It's like you make an album. If Beyonce makes an album, one album, she spends $1 million to produce the album, she copies it 10 million times and sells it worldwide. She's made a lot of money. So when you have a digital product, you don't have to go to the factory manufacturer. If you want to sell this hand lotion, you have to make this product, make the packaging, all that, ship it, inventory, shipping fees, all these things. So now the question is, sir, do you think it's sustainable?
Definitely. I actually asked this question not for me, because somebody
for
asked me a
others.
question.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for asking.
Yes.
So we've modeled this whole thing. We've talked. We know it's sustainable. If not, we'll not be here at all. We'll waste our time. Right. Okay. I think we'll take a final question.
And just to add, there are income possibilities we didn't even talk about. The possibility of making $1 million a month, $2 million a month is possible in this comp because we've seen it. We've had multiple meetings with the CEOs of these two companies that came together. So what we see, if you can see what we see, guys, we are going to live the greatest time of our lives.
We showed you the tip of the iceberg, and we meet on the training. We'll show you how, because it's 123 countries around the world, 123. Build a team of 500,000 people and see the kind of money you'll be seeing. It's incredible. It's going to be crazy. In the next 3 years, when we build those teams and people are subscribing, it will be incredible. But if you put it all together for some people for the first time, it becomes too much for them to imagine. So we don't want people to run away. So we've given you the tip of the iceberg. As you join, we'll show you the bigger picture. I think Mercy Stephanie, your hand is up. Do you want to ask a question?
Yes.
Okay, sure.
Good evening, everyone. And thank you very much for the opportunity to earn some extra cash. Well, I'm curious. I have had the privilege of being in so many network marketing. Is this one of it? And then, because this is medical inclined, there's a bit of sensitivity of which I would love to hear the best approach when you're reaching out to people, because this is medical and it's the sensitivity around it for those who are not medical inclined. How do we approach and preach this gospel that we can get the minds of people? Because I see a lot of doctors here, and this is more like a very good. This comes from a point of their profession where they can easily make it sell the product, in a way. But for us that we're not in medical inclined, what would be your best advice for the best approach? Because it's a whole lot, and I will have to watch this video again and again and again.
Yeah, so don't worry about talking. If I should start talking now, we'll be doing a training on a presentation call. That'll be too much, okay? So all I'll say is that Prof is not a medical person. He's a business school professor. He's a lecturer in economics, all right? Other things. Prof did not see a presentation like this, but he understands the power of this model of business as a professor in economics. When he saw an interview done by the CEO, that got him on board, okay? So we will train you. We have trainings that we have done, and we'll do trainings weekly that will explain how to go about all these things, okay? But basically, even me as a medical doctor, I don't go into the details of it, okay? I live close to the airport by the main road, and I've been disturbed in my apartment. So before, from as far back to 2017, I've been using what we call white noise to sleep. I used to listen to binaural beats. So I'm somebody who comes from that era of using sound already. So when I follow up on these things. When I heard about this product, this is something I use already. So there are people who understand a bit of science, okay, that you can just say there's an app. There are things that you say to them. But at the end of the day, it's about your experience. People cannot sleep. And you tell them that there's an app that they can enable them sleep, they should try it. And then there are materials that will give you, that you don't have to do the talking by yourself. You just send them a video to watch. Okay. So yeah, that's just to answer your question for you. But there are trainings. And once you get on board, all these trainings will be done for you. You ask about if this network marketing. I don't know whether you and I have the same understanding of network marketing, but I'll tell you what it is. What it is that there are a lot of apps and softwares now. If you play around the software space, and when you sign on to use, there's always refer to a friend and earn commission. They give you a link, okay? There are some apps I use, okay? Even enterprise use apps for managing businesses. Okay, for example, apps are even allowed to schedule appointments. They give a referral code, refer somebody, refer another colleague, and then they pay you commission. It's not something that is new. This kind of business started in the 1800s. The first company was called, who knows the first company that started using this? It's called Avon. You can Google it. Referral marketing and paying people commission has been started. But a lot of people get themselves involved in things that are not valuable. For example, if you get yourself involved in something, they say, put money here, earn 3% a week, earn 1% a day, and bring other people. Where is the percentage coming from? It must be a business where there's exchange of value. Goods and services must go out for money to come in. If you look at all the world's richest people, from Bill Gates, there's exchange of value. You pay to use Microsoft, they get money. They spend money on marketing. So there's a training we have on this thing. So if you find yourself in some kind of structure where there is no goods or service going out, it's like you have a restaurant. How do you pay your workers? People must come and eat and pay for the food, make revenue, pay salaries. This business. Every company in the world, the richest people in the world are selling something. So if you are involved in some avenue or enterprise and they say recruit people, get 1% a week, there's guaranteed fixed rates without any value exchange. There's no product or goods going out for money to come in. Then you are involved in something that will ultimately collapse because there's no real value. Okay, so question, Netflix, we pay monthly subscription, right? So myself, I don't get myself involved in anything that I believe in a value of exchange value. That's why Prof is here. Prof studies this industry. We know Prof has even wrote to people to warn them about things they got involved in and gave them that the thing will collapse in April. And just last week, those things have collapsed. So this is not one of those things. This is a real business. Both companies, American companies, important track records. You can do your research about it, but I can guarantee you that you are in for a good enterprise. There's an app that is used by the US government, used by the FBI. Just do some research. At the Formula One racing in Monaco, the company was there. Jim Poo went to speak there. The level of credibility is just incredible. So I am bold enough. I'm confident enough. I don't hide my face. I'm here in my clinic. My lab coat here, my name there. My clinic uses NuCalm to manage stress in the clinic, and I believe in it 100% with my entirety, all the way to my DNA. Okay, so I have no fear at all, and I believe in this wholeheartedly. This is not one of those things. I don't get myself involved in any of those things. I wouldn't show my face or put my credibility on the line. You can Google me as well. I have a bit of credibility in my country as well, from my business, days to my medical practice and all that. So for the two of us to be here, it tells you that this is something that we really believe in. It's very credible, and in fact, Prof paid a courtesy call to the IGP. Prof, tell them about the IGP of Ghana.
Yeah, it was an incredible thing. This is somebody, the IGP is somebody who is very stressed, and I normally, know this. So I told him I want to come and see him, and the caliber of people, the kings coming to him, he has a 11-member people always by him, and he just made me sit by him because the entourage coming and going. He said, "No, Prof, I need you to sit by me, else I don't want to miss you." And then, whilst there's an interlude, I chip in with the things I'm saying. He said, immediately when I started, he just said, "Look, you don't talk so much, just put the app on it. Put the app on it." So I took the phone, I just installed it right on it, and he gave over 5 times the amount of money he was supposed to pay.
We have people in National Security Ghana who are on NuCalm. We have people in the Criminal Investigation Department headquarters, CID headquarters, who are on NuCalm. You have no idea the level of
the caliber of people.
FBI is using NuCalm. They are training with NuCalm. They do stress tests for agents to manage their stress before they go into the field. If you score at a certain point, they say no, you have to manage your stress before you go into the field. So that you hear about it, it's very new. But the level of people who are on this project, so this is not one of those things. I'm telling you. Look at my face. I'm excited about it. Right. So be rest assured that you are in a safe, credible space. All right.
And Doc, it's not only the person asking the question, it's for those of you who have also registered. Have the strongest belief in what we have. Guys, you need that belief because it has to be believed. And by the way, we didn't just start 84 days ago. NuCalm has been around for over a decade. A decade. The medical doctor just handed the marketing right to us. But before then, the caliber of people that have been using this thing in the world, I even got to know the Duchess of Sussex,
yes,
has been using this. Incredible people have been using these things, so you do your search, like you said, just do your search, and you will see that you got to run with this. You got to run with this, because by the time the world gets to know this, you will be at the zenith of success.
Imagine this is 2009. And they say somebody has written a paper about something called Bitcoin. You can't see it. You can't see it in your account. You can't hold it in your hand. The guy is unknown. He has a weird name. Nobody knows who he is. It's very, very new. You are seeing NuCalm very early. It has been around in the US, and the company said, let's focus on our science. Go and market to the world. They're giving it to a marketing company called XosialX. And XosialX marketing plan is referral marketing. That's the fastest way to go to market if you want to build a company globally around the world without having to spend so much and waste time doing traditional marketing. And so this is nothing new. Okay, so that is why. So in the next couple of years, you are an early mover. You are hearing about it very early. So that is why it's all sounding new to you, but very soon it will be all over the place. And you say, wow, I saw it early. Okay, guys, I think that wraps it up for us. I hope you're okay with the answers so far. Right? So get in touch with the person who asked you to come.
Oh, and one more thing, please go on your knees when you go to bed today and thank God for knowing this. You will understand this in a year's time.
Right, guys. It's been an honor and a pleasure having you here. We thank you for giving us your time. Get on board quickly. Tomorrow there'll be training at 6 p.m. Okay, so you get to ask these questions. We'll go in details and talk about how to start approaching people, share your experience and all that. So much training for you. Okay, Wednesday there'll be another business meeting. Adam Levy from the USA will join us. He's $1 million earner in this business. He will join us as well, and you hear from him. Okay, so we look forward to seeing you guys on our next call. Okay, so thank you so much. Wish you all the best. Salute all of you. Have a pleasant evening and a fruitful week. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you very
much.
much.
Thank you very much. Great meeting. Thanks.
Thank you, Bernard. Thank you to Bernard. Bye.
Thank you, Bernard.
With pleasure.
Can we have a recording?
We will share recording. Yes, thank you.
Do you have a group?
Yes, we do. Once you
thank you.
Talk to the person who asked you to join us. Talk to them. They'll add you to the group, okay?
All right.
Okay. All right then. See ya. Bye.
Thank you.